Obviously, it's no secret the Wisconsin men's basketball team struggled this year. They had to rely heavily on freshman Brad Davison and at times Nate Reavers to get them through. But there was also a freshman behind the scenes that had a big impact on the team.
I'm a very competitive person. I always have been, and that's part of the reason I love sports so much, is that they're competitive.
And it turns out Joe Schubert is pretty good at competing.
Basketball, we competed on a national level. For basketball, it was a national organization. And then in track, I competed at state all 4 years. Was fortunate enough to win 3 state championships.
Schubert became a champion, overcoming challenges from the very beginning.
I was born with spina bifida, so it basically compromises the growth of your spine before you're born. I've used a wheelchair for 18 years of my life, so my whole life.
He was introduced to athletics at a young age and credits sports for opening doors and creating friendships, in particular, college basketball coach Buzz Williams.
That is the friendship that I value the most. He's taught me so many things about how to live, how to act, how to grow. How to get better as a person. That's his mantra, get better.
Both of their paths crossed during Coach Williams' tenure at Marquette.
He put on this camp for people with disabilities, and I was an invitee to the camp.
Since I've been in Virginia, he's never missed a camp. He's never missed a game. Obviously, that's a long way from Milwaukee. Joey brightens my day. Joey makes me smile. Joey's taught me way more than I've taught him on how to approach life, how to attack life.
When it came time to choose a college, Schubert knew he wanted to stay involved in athletics. He was the manager for his high school basketball team, and he wanted to do the same thing at Wisconsin. So Coach Williams made a phone call.
Greg Gard is the head coach of the Badgers, his 3rd year.
He just left me a voicemail saying he's one of the best people from the best families he's ever met. Obviously, gave me a little background on his history and the connection he had with Buzz. I didn't need to talk to Buzz. Once I got his validation and then met Joe, it was a pretty obviously easy decision for us to make sure he was a part of our program.
Just to be part of something bigger, part of something greater, and working for one of the premier basketball teams in the country, and it doesn't even feel like work. Like, does this feel like work? I don't think so.
This former champion looks at his future the same way he looked at his challenges in the past.
It does me no use to just sit here and think of, oh, what would life be like if this were different? What would life be like if I wasn't in a wheelchair? But I just don't think that way, because my life would be a lot different if I wasn't in a wheelchair, and I would like to think it wouldn't be as great, because I'd like to think this is a pretty great life that I'm living.
So as I mentioned before, Joe is just a freshman and he has 3 more years with the Badgers. Reporting in the studio tonight, I'm Julia Cox, NBC 15 Sports.